Sunny days and friendly smiles, walk the halls with me. Studio 415. Watch the news unfold. Never a dull moment. Students today create our future. Come and join the fun. Studio 415.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Balin Hyatt.
And I'm Caroline Chastain. Server crashes and long waits are the most memorable part of last semester's finals on SchoolNet.
But now that the problem has been identified, what does the future hold for the online testing program?
Studio 415 reporter Darcy Fosnoff joins us now with today's top story.
Finals week is one of the most important weeks of the year for students, so making it go as smoothly as possible is key. Here's your chance to hear from the administrators about why SchoolNet had problems and what the plans are for this semester's finals. Finals week was a bit of a struggle for most students at the middle schools and high schools throughout NACS, but the technology errors challenged both the students and the teachers. The director of technology for NACS, Adela Dickey, and the rest of the tech crew are working out the problems, hopefully before this spring. The problems were within the login screen for SchoolNet. When all 4,000 students throughout NACS logged in, the system was overloaded and thus shut down.
Our SchoolNet access is through PowerSchool, and PowerSchool talks to our network so that the students can use their same username and password to get into both programs.
The problem seems to be only temporarily fixed by staggering login times so that the server is not so overwhelmed. But it is still unknown why this is a problem to begin with, as SchoolNet should be able to handle the mass amount of students. One change that could be made is to have a different password for SchoolNet accounts than PowerSchool.
Those kinds of things that we bought SchoolNet for are still working the way they should. We just have this initial access nightmare that we need to be able to get past.
Both Dickey and Carroll High School's principal, Brandon Bidding, are very thankful towards the staff and students for their patience in this situation.
I can't say it enough. I really appreciate how the staff and students just persevered through it, and I really think they did a great job dealing with the hand they were dealt.
SchoolNet will still be used for this coming spring final, even if not all the problems are fixed, as it is too short of notice to switch to another program. For Studio 415, I'm Darcy Fosnoff.
Since NACS started their one-to-one program in 2016-2017 school year, there's been concern about how well students will take care of their laptops.
Studio 415 reporter Andrew Schuler has some surprising stats about how many laptops have been broken so far and how students can avoid the most common mistakes.
Over the course of just one semester, 733 laptops were either broken or had hardware issues. Out of 2,200 plus students, over a third of the school has had their laptop repaired.
Worst month was November. We had over 200 laptop repairs that needed to be done, and that includes the middle school as well.
The middle school and high school combined had 133 broken LCD screens. Furman has good advice on what to do to prevent this from happening to you.
Most common problem is a broken LCD panel. And it's usually caused because there's a pin that was left inside and the student goes to shut down the lid and it breaks the panel, or earbuds. The earbuds we can definitely see because we'll see two little dots on there, and we know that it was an earbud.
The laptop cases are also important and can either be purchased or returned at the end of the year to be reused. However, you can still customize your case with stickers or removable patches. On the other hand, using things such as permanent marker will force you to pay for it. The price of laptop cases are $27. The laptop parts are not as cheap though. LCD screens cost up to $126. If you purchase the insurance plan, which costs $25, it will cover your laptop throughout both semesters plus summer school, making the LCD screen price drop from $126 to only $26. The laptop you are assigned will be the one you use for all 4 years, so be sure you take care of it. For Studio 415, I'm Andrew Schuler.
A brand new officer has joined the Northwest Allen County School community.
Officer Kristen Lewis is the new face of the Student Resource Officer position.
Studio 415 reporter Randy Zedick has more to this new addition to the district.
Let me talk to Paige, and he will for sure.
Officer Lewis attended Indiana Law Enforcement Academy in Plainfield, Indiana. Shortly after, she was hired by the New Haven Police Force. Now part of Allen County's Sheriff Department, Officer Lewis is based at Carroll High School. After working 7 years as a third-shift road patrol officer, Lewis is looking forward to a change in pace.
I like the officer-friendly part of it. So there's that, and then I also like that in the summer I get the opportunity to go out onto the road and be a patrol officer again.
Officer Lewis is the only resource officer for the entire district of NACS. Even though her daily schedule is always filled, Lewis finds time to try and get to know her students. Officer Lewis believes that communication is key when it comes to the safety of the school.
My goals are to continue training, to continue working with the staff here. They're really good at being open with things that are going down in the school. Just keeping that open line of communications with the teachers, the kids, the students, I think will help maintain the safety of the school.
Officer Lewis believes that she is a perfect fit for the resource officer position. Lewis has special training when it comes to mental health and knowing how to really talk to someone. She was a part of Allen County's CIT, or Critical Incident Training. CIT officers have special training in dealing with mental health issues. Even though Lewis has special training, she loves having conversations and getting to know as many students as possible. Officer Lewis believes that having an open door will make students more comfortable and help her complete her goal of keeping the school safe.
I hope that the students feel free to come in here to just to meet me. I can learn about them and we can learn about each other. Just a good opportunity to do that before maybe a problem exists so that I kind of know who they are. I'm here to help them. I'm not here to take them to jail.
Officer Lewis plans on getting a dog this summer. Expect the dog to be here around next semester. For Studio 415, I'm Randy Zedek.
While Carroll High School aims to prepare students for college, this traditional path isn't for everyone.
In my report, you get an inside look at different paths that current Carroll seniors are taking after graduation.
Upon graduation on June 11th, Carroll students will trade in their Charger title for a variety of new ones. Among these titles includes an actor, a mechanic, and a United States Marine Corps Poolee. Senior Luke Stamets plans to move to Chicago in the fall to pursue an acting career. Stamets began acting through Carroll's theater arts class during his sophomore year. Since then, theater teacher Steve Pearson has helped him follow his acting passion.
Well, the drama department, Mr. Pearson's helped me so much. He set me up with the classes I'm taking right now. He worked with me just personally to help me get to where I am today. And he talked to the guy I'm working with. He's the whole reason I got set up with these classes. So yeah, he's helped me a lot.
Stamets is currently furthering his talent through classes and projects outside of Carroll, such as a student film at Ball State. Stamets plans to spend a year off from school and then potentially start at Columbia College Chicago for more acting education. After graduation, U.S. Marine Corps Poolee Victoria Colon will ship off to Parris Island, South Carolina, where she will spend 13 weeks in boot camp training. Colon has been preparing for this endeavor through independent workouts and physical training every Thursday with other future Marines in the area. Her heart has been set on the Marines ever since she realized school was not how she wanted to spend her future, and also because it is a piece of her family.
My dad was in the Army and the Air Force, so military has always been a part of basically my life, and I knew I wanted to do it when I found out that college wasn't going to be for me. So the recruiter actually came, and then I just knew that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to carry on my family's legacy of being in the military and serving the country.
Colon plans to make a 20-year career out of the Marines and plans to go to college after her first enlistment of 5 years. Ted Glufto will head into a program that will teach him mechanics through Toyota and Ivy Tech following his graduation. Glufto will commute to Indianapolis to receive training for working on newer models of Toyota cars. When he isn't in school, Glufto will work in Fort Wayne at the dealership. His desire to become a mechanic rooted from his love for cars.
Basically, I've liked cars since I was a kid. I was always interested in them. Always wanted to know how they worked, and plus, there's always a need for a good mechanic, so I'm always going to have a job.
Glufto plans to work his way up in the car industry and hopes to one day own his own business flipping cars.
Haven't you always wondered what teachers do outside of school? Some of these teachers are just like me and you.
But one teacher at CHS has a side that not many would guess. Here's my report, which takes you outside of the school and onto the screen with English teacher Tyler Adelsperger.
Adelsperger, a graduate of Carroll High School and Indiana University Bloomington, seems like the average teacher. And with an education background in creative writing and comparative literature, not many would guess that he takes part in a rather successful YouTube channel. First, being a helper of the channel Husky Raid, Adelsperger contributed in many ways to the videos.
Before I started, Husky Raid was really just a group of friends who mostly went to Carroll and started making dance videos in a game called Destiny.
These dance videos blew up in ways that the channel didn't expect, with some achieving more than 1 million views. The channel adopted a form of video making called machinima, in which creators use a video game to create unique content. Using Destiny, the group was able to make videos sort of in their own world, with different acts and new seasons, unlike other channels on YouTube.
Hey guys, did you see Dave? He's dressed up as Crota. Eris freaked when she saw him.
With so many platforms for video making, Adelsperger believes anyone can do it.
For someone who wanted to get started in what we do, it's so much easier now than it was in the past. Creators, game designers, game developers give us as players so many tools. It's just a matter of being creative yourself.
One of the new additions to the channel is a weekly podcast that Adelsperger hosts with some other members from the channel. Topics talked about during the podcast include movie trailers, upcoming video games, and much more.
Well, there you are. I've been waiting forever.
I'm usually the one guiding the discussion. Well, we've mentioned this, let's move on to this, especially for our podcast. It's run like a radio show.
Controlling how well the radio flows, as well as the chat, is a difficult task, but Adelsperger, being a teacher and having a powerful personality, contributes to the show's success. Other video genres found on the channel include Destiny Cops, podcasts, live streams, and much more.
Adelsperger, with a role even larger into the channel now, is excited to see what the future will hold. For Studio 415, I'm Balin.
Thank you for joining us today.
If you have any story ideas that you would like to see covered, mention them to any of the students in the credits or Mr. Johnston.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.